Hey everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the second episode of 16-Bit Sensation Another Layer. And last episode was really good. We have our main character Konoha, very much a arrogant enthusiast. You know, she got a very nice physical collection, which is better than anything I will ever have. And mostly because they're quite expensive to import from Japan, but very, very nice nonetheless. And yeah, really enjoyable episode with just a sheer amount of visual novel references and stuff like that. So really good stuff. But now this girl, she had her struggles, but now she gets a bit of a blank slate, but being transported into the past, into the 90s. My biggest question is, how do I do that too? I mean, current year kind of sucks. We've been going downhill for what seems like quite a while. So can I go back to the 90s, please, where things made sense? You know, like pre-Clown World was better, I would say. But I'll work on that for now. But yeah, in the meantime, let's just kind of watch how Konoha adjusts to her new crazy situation. Like, we did see a bit of I think a bit of like a company, like a group of people working on a game, I think is what we saw. So she could just kind of insert herself into that. That would be great, because we kind of ended off on, I think it was Mamoru trying to insert himself into, I mean, she landed on top of him, this is what I'm trying to say. So pretty much bumping heads, and yeah, after that, she pretty much has to just naturally flow into his circle of friends. I think that's how that works. So I'm eager to see exactly how that goes, though. So yeah, as usual, if you enjoy the video, please click the like button, and if you want to see the picture-in-picture version, you can support the Patreon to get that. And let's just jump on in 3, 2, 1, play. On our nice snowy day. Yeah, how long has she been there? Like a week? Our realization. Forgot how much I loved her voice. It's quite the voice. Probably a love it or hate it kind of voice. This gotcha brain girl. Yeah, right at Albuquerque. She's cute. What are you complaining about, man? What is your problem? What's wrong with you? That's the question. Don't try to deflect. I could listen to her talk all day. I really could. Did you say Alcohol Soft? Is that the name of the company, really? That's a great name. Alcohol Soft. The one place where you can be drunk at work. It's great. Yeah, don't you say all those retro computers. So, where do you think you're going, though? Like, you don't really have a home to go to. You know, I don't mean to be mean to you, but like, yeah, where are you going? But yeah, just not even just her voice, just her voice acting itself is, it's great. Just some of the inflection on some of the things she said during her panicked state. This is great. My God. Still can't believe we got rants last episode. Like, I'm it's still surreal. If any of you out there have not played Sengoku Rants, I suggest you get on that. Like, even if you don't care about age content, for the most part, it's a very fun strategy game, very good game. So much so that the English localization company even put out like a patch so you could play it like on Twitch or whatever with the age content, you know, not a problem, and you know, covered up. And it's still a fun game, although I wouldn't recommend playing it that way, but you could. Stato. I only remember Kaori's name from last episode, but hopefully we can remember some more names. A new error. That's no such thing. You know, like a girl. Can she see like that? Is she gonna bump into something? If there's ever a time to doshio, it's this time. Her funeral. It's a good thing I have subs because she's kind of hard to understand with her crying voice. I just have to kind of assume the subs aren't lying to me. That is the question. Gotta find somewhere to sleep if nothing else. Are we going back or? That's probably Konoha's doing. Urusai. Okay, that's basically what he said, just a male slangy version. Urusai. Yeah, she's cold, man. She wants a warm bed for the night. Yeah, how could you? You can't say no to that. I don't think he's gonna believe that. At least they will probably, they probably have souls. They'll take pity on her, let her in. I can't trust Mamoto to do it because, ironically, he's not willing to protect anyone. There we go. Yeah, Kaori and cute friend, they're more than willing to let you in. Like, cause she has a skirt and everything. It's got to be cold out there. Maji Tenshi. I can't get over that name. Yeah, Kaori. Mako. Okay. Time traveler. Kyonshi and Yawano Mamoru. It's pretty easy to follow. Not sure what the problem is. She's done nothing wrong. I don't blame him for thinking that, but just look at her clothes. I mean, you should try to predict something in the future to prove yourself. That's how it worked in Muffled Alternative. Yeah, no. Yes. I mean, I don't know if this is the path we want to take to get to him. Can I have a job? Yeah. I'm telling they don't have to believe her story to be willing to give her a job as long as, make an exception, sir. Just give the girl a chance to prove herself. Yeah, look at my dead pink tablet. Yeah, she forgot. There's no way we're going to find a USB-C port, here. USB-C cord. PDA, oh god, the nostalgia. I remember watching like Danny Phantom and stuff where the nerd character would have a PDA. That was before smartphones really took over, though. You were gonna say Omoshiroi, I heard that. I know your motivations here. Omoshiroi. Okay. I mean, the life of an intern. Let's go. A mochi sounds like a type of food. Like, it sounds like it would be squishy. Yeah, can she function with this low-tech environment? Because it's easy to get spoiled by modern technology and conveniences. I just want to, like, ruffle up his hair. He just such a, like... He's like a no-nonsense, no fun allowed kind of character. Just... That's 90s art right there. Well, maybe not from your perspective. But, like, I used to have a monitor that pretty much looked like that. Disk drives aren't really a thing anymore. Yeah. It has been so... I think I had maybe one... He doesn't know what that is. In my life, I've only had one computer that actually had a floppy disk drive. In the last two computers I've had have not had disk drives. Yeah, this thing's gonna be slow. You don't even know. We're talking like less than a gigabyte of RAM. No SSD. No RTX 4090s. Wow, that is a face right there. That is emote potential face. That is beautiful. I need that. I need to cut it out, put it somewhere. Where's the laser? Why does it use a bow? Tablet pen. Yeah, good luck, Konoha. It's like you're speaking gibberish to me. What's a Photoshop? I didn't know Photoshop was that young. Maru Paint. Is that a real thing? I know there's MS Paint, Microsoft Paint, which I did draw with as a kid, making houses and sky, sun. Sugoi Fight 2. It's a must play. I like going on with the background. It is nice. Yeah, her. I could tell. It definitely seems like the kind of style she would use. Give me a second to adjust to this primitive tech. What did I do wrong? Like, I know I lived in the 90s, but, like, I'm trying to imagine how I would function if I just got sent back there and had to use all their tech. Like, that would take some real adjustment. Even though I remember it. Mako, use. The kanji for usage is at the end there. I bring it up because it wasn't translated. Basically, yeah, use for Mako. It's gotta be torture. Like, maximum level Mendoi. I bet you there's gonna be so many scenes where she brings up something that they don't understand because it didn't happen yet. Yeah, if you could actually use your own tablet, you could really blow their minds. But as far as they're concerned, you have a broken TV. It's because she's that good. Yeah, I would stare at it too. I think I've heard that word. But yes, I can't imagine the perspective of somebody that didn't even live in the 90s having to experience a 90s life. Help me, please. I can't computer. I tried to control Z, it's just not working. Yeah, thank God they're here. Luckily, there's some people here that treat Konoha the way she needs to be treated. We're not getting any hugs from him. Oh, there we go. Yeah, really coming together. Well, starting to. I really do enjoy her hat. It really makes the character design. Like I haven't really played much in the way of 90s Aerogab, but it does have that look to it, definitely. I can confirm that. Because I did play the early Rance games, right? Because they didn't have the remakes yet. So I definitely do recognize the kind of old 90s pixel art kind of style. Like, I actually really like Rance 3, even though it's a really old game. Yeah, that looks great, actually. Yeah, I didn't even see them clap yet, but I was already started. Because, yeah, such an accomplishment. Such a happy moment. Like, it may be difficult, but she's still doing work she wants to do. She's working on cute girls, so even though the struggle is real, I am happy for her. Yeah, if there was ever a bath that she earned, it's this one. Okay, did not expect that. I mean, anime characters generally have weird hair colors, so I didn't think much of it, but there you go. Oh, I bet she has like a bluish hair. Fat Adventure, I guess. But yeah, her hair definitely. There's more than one color going on there. No, I'm not you. And yeah, I can't know what better to be. With that. That's what we're here for. What was the episode title again? Like, let's make Bishoujo games together. And that's what we're doing. We got a problem with the coon. He does look like it, yeah. Probably like 16. Well, she's a future senpai, like a life senpai. I'm not sure how that works, but she's some kind of senpai. That's always good. Really cute pajamas. If you're cold, Konoha-chan, we could snuggle together. As opposed to where? I want to just absorb your body heat, Mamoru-kun. Hopefully you have a nightlight. I guess that's what a computer monitor would be. I mean, my computer monitor is basically my nightlight, along with the RGB colors in general from the tower, and keyboard and mouse. Just pretty much lights everywhere. That's what he says. Freaking scam calls. He does not. Don't make me call you tsundere. I'm pretty sure they knew what that was in the 90s, that word, tsundere. I don't remember exactly when it entered the common mainstream, but it was probably around. What a loser. Okay, I'm gonna smack you. They are the best. I mean, the best thing about Bishoujo game is that you can. It's not mutually exclusive to different types of gameplay. Like, you could have it be a shoujo game with adventure gameplay or strategy gameplay. You, you fool, you. Should have brought some pictures. Although, you know, the West is hating on it more and more, but it is alive and well in Japan. I can't imagine anything better. Behold, the polar opposite of you. Someone that's actually happy, you know. That's the episode title drop, basically. Yeah, I didn't expect him to take the hand. He's just such a jerk. It's not your fault, just he's a lost cause. One bad apple, you know, it's not bad, you know. The episode's not over yet, is it? I mean, we have a bit left, but I think this is the first time we're getting the ED, though, so I will pay attention to it. Got her tongue out. I mean, she's got a decent amount out, but, you know, that is really good. Even rocking that floppy disk. Yeah. Oh, my God. That's even better placement for the floppy disk, I must say. Good God, that is really good. And I thought the one shot of the opening was good, but damn, they outdid themselves. I'd say I do not have a floppy disk. Yeah, let those wings spread. She get a title right about now? Link Past and Future. That's our song. Okay, girls a bit on the flatter side, but they still look great. Yeah, this CD is really, really good. Very unique, interesting, very, really great style in her mouth. My God, I have never seen such erotic floppy disk related art before. I can honestly say that. But good God, they are all like top tier images. All the floppy disk shots that we got. Okay, yeah, we did a little bit of a stinger here. Like a BS button. I wish I had a BS button in life. What, you got a problem with the route? It's only 7 o'clock, too. Banzai! 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 I'm too tired to do that too much. This seems familiar. Well, no. It's just, it was different. If only that tablet was charged, this would be so different. They just blow their minds. I mean, if we can find an engineer, it shouldn't be unfeasible to kind of like jury-rig some kind of method of charging, like just bypass the usual port and just get electricity into the battery. It should be doable. Kampai, I don't have a cup, but I got deodorant. Kampai. This is kind of making me want to rewatch a New Game. Even though I've already seen New Game a dozen or so times, but it's making me nostalgic for it. Can I hug her too? I don't think he likes hugs. In which case, I'll take his hug. Not from him, I mean the one he got from her. Just need to clarify. She is definitely living her best life now. Okay, don't hurt the newbie. See, this is why I don't like you, Mamoru. Nobody likes you. Oh, is she back in the... No, that wouldn't make sense. She's not back in the present, is she? Is she? Oh my god, is that really what we're doing? Oh my god, we are back in the present. Is it gonna be a flip-floppy back and forth sort of thing? Like, how is that gonna work? Yeah. Next episode title, I wanted to see all of you again. Mouichido minna ni aitakute. So, okay, well, man, that was quite the bombshell to kind of end us off on. But yeah, that was the second episode of 16-Bit Sensation, Another Layer. Really good episode. Definitely doing a great job of, like, keeping me hooked. I thought, you know, it may drop a little bit, but no, like, they, especially with the ending there, they've got me so deep into this where I need to know where we're going with this next. I mean, before I talk too much about speculation on that, I want to do just go semi in order of events, you know. Although I don't think I have too much to say about the episode itself, even though I enjoyed it. Like, the struggle is real for Konoha. I mean, she has experience at, you know, these eroge companies, but with different tech, more advanced tech, Photoshop, drawing tablet, pen, like, none of that here. They got, you know, mice with the ball, probably. Like, I don't know exactly when laser mice were invented, but I assume they're still using the ball, right? Because I know when in the 90s, I didn't have my own computer yet. Not until, like, I want to say 2012, 2002. It's maybe when I got my own first computer, but my dad was always a computer person. Like, he played the old school MMOs, like Asheron's Call, EverQuest, you know, like, he's always been a computer guy, right? As well as my, you know, aunt. And I basically my computer experience as a single-digit child was using those two respective computers. I'm pretty sure they both had the ball, the tracker ball. But anyway, it's not that important. Getting back into it. So she's using the old school technology, so she kind of has that feel of a beginner, especially to judgy, big old jerk Mamoru-kun, right? So he's pretty harsh with her. And she tries to explain to everyone that she is a time traveler. They don't really seem to believe it. At the very least, Mamoru doesn't. I don't know how much Meiko and Kaori believe her. You know, like, they're not just going to be jerks about it. But, you know, I don't think anyone, like, truly completely believes it. But, like, just don't call the cops. That, you know, just as long as we can stay above that as far as problem levels, we can work through it. Like, eventually they'll understand. Like, she'll talk about the future enough. I think eventually they'll get it, you know. If we can just get that damn tablet charged, because she has it, right? So, and I mean, I'll touch on that later in the episode, but I'll go back to the tablet. But anyway, she was able to help out, like, with the CGs and stuff like that. And overall, they finished. I mean, that one face she made, though, was too good. They finished something. I don't know if they said they finished a game or a route. I think they may have just finished a route. But yeah, seeing the outline drawing and see it get colored in and the techniques they use with the more primitive technology. It's all interesting stuff. Technology of the ancients. That made me laugh a lot. I don't know why. That was the funniest thing in the episode for me. Another good line, I thought pixel art was only for chibi stuff. And yeah, can you imagine what a different perspective you're given when you just jump back 30 years in the past like this? It hurts to say that 1992 was 30 years ago. Because I'm 33, right? Like, I probably don't remember 1992 very well because I was 2, you know. Like, wasn't even 2 until till September of that year, so I probably don't remember this year too well specifically, but I do remember the 90s in general. I remember VHS tapes, trying to record stuff on the TV with the VHS tape, right? You know, I remember playing with walkie-talkies because, you know, they were still cool because smartphones weren't a thing yet. Nowadays, walkie-talkies I think are most is used in the workplace, you know, for coworkers to communicate. That's the only time I use one, but yeah, not really too much to say about the episode overall. It's just great to see a job completed and Konoha being able to live a fulfilling life in her desired career path. And she made a good effort to talk to Mamoru about how great Bishoujo games are. But, you know, it didn't really seem to get through. They really just are called a lot of different things. Bishoujo games, gal games, galge, eroge. Like, I really don't know what's the most, I mean, I guess only really a Japanese person would know this, but I don't really know what the most common way to refer to them is. Like, I think there's also, like, just call them ADVs, you know, it's like kind of short for adventure game. Like, it's all more or less kind of the same thing. I just don't know really what's the most commonly way to describe them. I usually just say eroge. Like, when I talk to friends about this stuff, I usually just say eroge, which is short for erotic games. But I'm just curious what actual Japanese people who are fans of them call them. But I mean, if you know, you feel free to let me know. But I usually just call them eroge. I mean, sometimes I'll call them visual novels, especially if I'm talking to somebody who's not familiar with them, because that's a bit more. Because from like the Western perspective, if we're talking to like more normie people, I usually just call them visual novels, because it might look you funny if you refer to them as erotic games. But personal preference, I generally like to call them eroge. But when I'm talking in a video, I will probably just usually just bounce around. And yeah, only thing left to talk about is, well, I mean, there's that ED. That ED was fire, man. Just the shot of Mako, the shot of Kaori. There's so many shots, man. Just the overall kind of filter, for lack of a better term, that they kind of had over the screen, right? Man, even had the one shot of the girl, like the girl with the blue hair. I don't know who that's supposed to be. I mean, that's not Kotaha, right? Or Konoha. But just really good ED, like a really nice style to it, a lot of creativity. It felt like, yeah, just definitely a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Soul. There's a lot of soul in that ED. It was great. And then we ended off on the bombshell of how do we even get to that? Did she go to bed and wake up like that, or? Because we were just celebrating, right? Okay, she fell, that's what it was, right. She fell backwards, probably hit her head. And then, yeah, as soon as I heard, Miss Okiaku-sama, my first thought was, yeah, we were back in the donut shop. But I was, like, in disbelief as I thought that, to the point where I wasn't sure I wanted to even bring it up out loud and potentially look silly. But, like, no, that's what happened. She apparently fell over in current year and just resulted in her going to the past, like, or, she, it just brings up so many questions, like, did she physically leave at all, or was it purely a mental thing? And when she mentally leaped there, was it like a time, I mean, we're talking about time travel, then, yeah, easily there could have been no time passing at all in current year. So, she could have just fell real quick from their perspective, and then, just the blink of an eye, she's already back, but mentally, she went to the past, but she was also physically in the past. I think my head's hurting the more I'm trying to think about this. Because, assuming she's not just crazy, like, obviously that's a possibility, but I'm, for the most part, putting that aside. Assuming she actually went to the past somehow, I don't know how that works. Did the body leave but came back so quickly it's kind of like a visually you couldn't tell sort of thing? Like, because again, if she goes to the past, she could come back at the exact second she left and seemingly not go anywhere. So I'm going to lean towards that, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense she'd have a body in the past. So, yeah, that's what I'm going with. She basically teleported, for lack of a better term, fully into the past and then back so quickly nobody there noticed anything. But obviously, she's going to go back, right? Like, that's not going to be one episode thing. And from now on, she's just here in the future. And, I mean, although that would be crazy if they did do that, like, this is just like an experience that affected her on such a deep level. She was able to, like, go fully indie and do her own thing. Like, that gave her the drive to do that, gave her the push to do that. And she will always value those memories she spent with Mako, Kaori, Mamoru, everyone else. I can't imagine her doing that, but that would be interesting. So, like, is she just, like, once an episode gonna go back there? Like, I'm just so curious how they're gonna do this. That really shook things up in a real way. Like, I was 100% convinced that we're done with 2023. We're in the past. That's the rest of the show. And I know the show takes place in 2023 just because she had the newest Ubisoft game in her room, which came out this year, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure she also just said it was 2023 at some point. But That is so crazy. I was just so not ready to come back like that. Like, is she going to be able to pick and choose when she goes to the past? Is it just going to be completely random? Is she just going to keep hurting herself? And every time she falls over, she goes back? Does she just have to smack her head every time she wants to travel? And if so, what kind of concussions is that going to result from that? I just have so many questions. Like, I don't know how this is going to work, but that really did a good job of, like, throwing some nitro onto my desire to watch more. Just my level of intrigue on the show. So, because I'm just kind of watching the frame of her on her back on the floor, just a confused look on her face. Like, and also, is she gonna be gone and come back instantly in the past too? Like, are we gonna go next episode, or is she gonna go back there and they're gonna be like, Konoha-chan, Miss Time Traveler, are you okay? Let me help you up. Like, I mean, I assume that would be the case, but again, it doesn't have to be. But because otherwise, I don't. There's no logic. There's no reason to do it any other way, really. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna do that. So, I guess the biggest question is just, does she have to keep hitting her head to go into the past and back again? In which case, and like, how much control is she gonna have over this? I guess it's kind of where my biggest curiosity is. Like, yeah, how often is she gonna go back, and how does she go back and forth? Like, will she get better control over that? Is it gonna require physical abuse? Because I don't think this girl can. No offense, I don't think this girl can handle too much more brain damage. Just I'm sorry, I was joking, but yeah, just I do love her hair. I want to bring it up because she did mention it in the episode about Diamond or whatever, and it, very nice hair. Like, you could tell, like, obviously, I initially just took it as funny anime hair. I don't think too much about it, but now that I know she goes to a salon to get the specific hairstyle with the highlights and everything, like, it looks nice. Like, I approve of what she does with it. But yeah, really, really interesting episode. I'm really super still hooked into it. Very much looking forward to next episode. Really enjoying it. I can't imagine myself wanting to drop this show as it stands, but we'll see. By the episode 3, we should have a more concrete understanding of the show and where it's going. I thought we would have that this episode, and I thought we were up until the last minute or so, but that shook things up again. So we need at least one more episode to get a real grasp of, like, the status quo, how a typical episode is going to be once we get the time travel thing figured out, how that's going to work. But really good stuff, really interesting stuff. I'm glad I'm watching this show. Hopefully you enjoy my reaction to it. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Like and stuff like that. And I hope to see you in the next video, like I said, twice now. So, bye-bye.